got to have program goals. Those are our goals. I think the biggest one, we want to have that relationship with their players. It's tough. You're going to have some sacrifice. You're going to have some downtimes. You're going to have to discipline. There are going to be some times where they're very excited and successful. There will be other times where they're not successful. But you got to have basically program goals. You got to have your goals to get to where you're going. If you don't know where you're going, it's going to be hard to get there. So you got to have a map and be able to plan that. How do we get there? To me, it's about choices we bring on this football team. I want to try to bring people here with morals, spirituality is their own thing, their faith is their own thing, but we want to be able to allow them to embrace their faith certainly if they want to do that. That's not pushed on them in any way, but I think that all three of those factors really have a lot to do with who that person is, especially who we bring. If we have a choice initially, who we bring on this football team. Okay, so it starts with that. You got to have a trust relationship. If you're sitting out there, you've got the players. They got various different family backgrounds at this time in their lives. You got to establish a circle of trust between the parent, the brother, the uncle, whoever those people are important in their lives, and then you and the player. I think that's very important because there are going to be times where you're going to have to talk to them. You're going to have their support. So you've got to have communication. Discipline and maturity. The more disciplined you are, the more mature you are, the better you'll be able to handle your problems. It's just something we constantly are talking about. Resources. There's you. That's the player. There's the coach. And there's the chemistry. We got some great facilities at Michigan State. They had a circus in here, I guess last week. It really doesn't make any difference. You can be sitting here, you can be sitting in a nice, cozy auditorium, you can be sitting here, you can be sitting down the road. It doesn't matter. The resource are the people. It really starts with the people. We can build a very big new facility, which we're doing. We can sit in a closet, you can sit in a nice office, but the resources are the people. We need to understand that as coaches, as they come in. So our players are a resource for us. They're an investment for us. We invest in them, we help them grow. They in turn look at us and we have to be an investment to them. We have to help them grow. So it goes right back at us. So the coach is a huge resource for our players. We've had a lot of continuity here as coaching staff, and I think the longer you have the same teacher in place, the better their students should be. The better they should be over the course of time. So we don't look for change just for the sake of change. We look for change to make it better if we have to do that. If we do have somebody leave the program, then we're going to try and make it better. We're always going to try and look a little bit outside the box, whatever, and try and make it a little bit better as we go. Chemistry, we win because of chemistry. We won 11 plus games 3 out of the last 4 years. Our seniors have run 43 games, which is the most games in history of Michigan State football, 118 years. It's because of the chemistry that's created by those two things above. So if you can create chemistry on your football team, you've got a chance. If you have no chemistry, I don't think you're probably going to be putting out fires all day long. Okay? Find the truth. I think that's what we're all trying to find with our players. We're just trying to find out, is this guy the best defensive back? Is this guy the best offensive lineman? Should he be a starter? Should he not be a starter? Okay? Does he go to class? What kind of person is he? Is the coach telling him the truth? Is the coach being level with him? Is he going to lead him on? All these different things I think are very, very important when you look at overall